And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello. Wait. Oh, I had it on. I had the wrong scene on OBS, so I was transitioning the loading screen into the loading screen, and I want y'all to know that. Hello everyone. It's Wrath of the Righteous time because I said it was going to be Wrath of the Righteous week, and while I could not guarantee I would stream tonight, things turned out for the better because yeah. Because I got lucky with the doctors and it did not take up all my spoons, basically. So I'm gonna welcome everyone. Welcome So Zavli, Mir, and Adhan are all here. And also,
Heyo.
Adhan, thank you for the gift subs. Mir, thank you for the sub. And Reaver, also thank you for the sub. Also, hello, Ravid. Hello, let's see who else. Hello, Bun. Hello, Kami. And hello, Reaver. I see you all there. I also see Sotek lurking, but we don't have to. If he doesn't want to say hey, that's fine too.
It's a secret. It's a secret from everyone.
I see you lurking there, Sotek.
No one hides from us.
So we are resuming Wrath of the Righteous with the Hellice. Right where we fucking left off. And since there's a boss fight right here, I decided to bring the Peanut Gallery along with me to tell me,
if it goes
tell me I'm bad at video games.
It's gonna get very greasy very quickly.
Don't worry, chat will do just that.
I mean, this is the type of game where you do play greasy.
It's Jim all over again.
Ooh.
With any luck, Ren, you've got the tutorial one, so you should be fine.
Honestly, wait, what? Oh yeah, it's still the tutorial in this game, you're right. Sorry,
Yeah. You're fine.
I won't tell that you're bad at video games because I'm going to sleep. Later, Reaver.
Good night, Reaver.
Good night, Reaver.
We're gonna see if I can't pull a certain something off, though.
Ooh, fancy.
Super funny.
Right. Also, sorry everyone if this is silly, I'm just setting my shit up.
I'm imagining the world where someone does an ever-burning torch only run.
I mean... Okay, that might actually do a good bit of working if you plugged it in with, fucking... Okay, no, I'm thinking to myself, but okay, no, hear me out. What if you plugged in Ever-Burning Torch with Kineticist, because they get a bunch of, or Flame Warden Ranger?
I mean, here's the thing.
They would truly be the light of the Fifth Crusade.
Here's the thing. Can you get weapon proficiency with Ever-Burning Torch?
I think it counts under
clubs.
Because
I never know. Oh.
Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Like, why do you have to have weapon proficiency or, like, weapon focus club? If you have weapon focus with club, you should have weapon focus with everything relatively club-shaped, right? I mean, there's not much you can do.
So.
I mean, yeah, but it's also the same thing with, like, natural weapons. Like, every single one of them has their own focus. You can't have claw and automatically get talon.
An armor bonus, but they already have an armor bonus. They already have an armor bonus. You've collected all of the level 2 emotes. I've collected all the hype train emotes, I know. You don't have to tell me.
Yay!
Thank you all, though. I really do appreciate the subs. And we are going to slowly and ominously climb up
Just imagine this is the time Wendwag is just like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
The very dramatic slow walk. I love it.
Yeah.
Wendwag's just like,
climb up!
You guys were supposed to get murdered like an hour ago.
It's like, what are you doing?
We're taking everything, and I mean everything.
It's like this.
RP
Drop
walk.
the loot, and no, never drop the loot.
I refuse. I refuse to drop the loot. I don't care if I'm over encumbered. That loot is mine by right. Who's
Cool,
right?
there's a merchant at the end
Mine.
of the dungeon.
I'm the absolute same. And good thing is, the salesman is going to show up any minute.
There you are, huddled together like a herd of animals. Pitiful monsters, not human or demon. Even teeth. Ooh, that's mean.
Oof.
But I, your master, Savamalek, can make you better, stronger. I can satisfy your hungry. Submit.
Well, they brought snacks?
Oh right, Halissa was this bitch's name. I'm sorry, it's just, she's so forgettable.
He is
Okay,
actually
so, like, hear me out.
Not
What
wrong.
if instead of doing like the demon poison, we just sent all the mongrels to Blackwater?
You know, they live longer that way.
They would, you're right.
See, it's such a better solution.
True.
Why don't we just send more people to Blackwater, you know?
All those paladins who don't like my undead, yeah, straight to Blackwater.
Honestly, it's a
Because
shame there's
I
no
think
mythic-
everyone knows that. I know I'm doing a lich run, and I do vaguely know
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
I honestly feel like there should have been a mythic path that involved Blackwater in some way.
Become
be-
robot.
Yes, there should have
Owlcat,
been
make a season 3 DLC pass. Let us have robot.
I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't gotten any new mythic paths at all in these DLCs.
I mean, maybe down the line, but I think they need to work on other things first still.
Yeah, fair. Like, I know it'd be a lot of work, but at the same time, it just feels so
rather-
obvious.
I mean, I'd rather they just flesh out some of the paths they have now, like the prestige ones, like they said they was
Yeah.
going to before.
They just need to flesh out Act 5 in its entirety. Like,
I like how we're just skimming over that you just nuked that guy with holy power.
yeah, but Lan showed up, so it's okay.
You have made a mistake, my friend.
How was I supposed to know she was just gonna, like, go straight up to me? Why?
Approaches
Can we
you.
can we talk about how when we do like all the good choices with Lan, Wendwag will refuse to join you, but if you do every evil choice possible with Wendwag, Lan will be able to join you regardless. He'd be like,
Yeah.
please just take
No,
me
I
with
thought
you."
it was that during the. So you have to pick some of the evil stuff on the land route to appeal to.
Wait, how am I
Windowag.
unable to control... Oh, I can't control Windowag right now? Fucking what?
Yeah,
She's having a rebellious
And
phase.
then for Wendwag getting land, you
Oh no,
have to pick
she's
the lawful
feared,
stuff
apparently.
to remind Land that he has to be a simp for his tribe. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't say that. Sorry, he has to be a tier 3 sub.
he has to be a tier 3 sub for his tribe. Yes.
Oopsie
Yeah, of course she's
doopsie.
feared.
Can't say that on
but I mean in
Twitch.tv.
particular this. But I was talking about in particular this little part here with Hostilla. When
Oh,
it comes
yeah.
to joining, it's only Wendwag that gets all like, I will not join you. Every Lan will join you no matter what options you pick because I've tested them.
Well, because Lan actually wants to be a crusader and do something.
Yeah,
And Wendwag just wants a dom.
Yeah.
Dommy mommy, if you will. Ulu. Alright, so we're gonna give
I
Windwag
do.
a potion of haste right the fuck now.
Mm-hmm. Needs to be able to bolt it.
No, needs to be able to do more attack.
That as
Grease
well.
machine broken.
Alright, it's time for that! It's time for the grease machine. I forgot that was an option.
The grease machine. You just can't go wrong with it.
It is a flawless strategy.
It is. And we're going to begin it now. Are you ready, kids? Pollution will save the day once more.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Pollution will
You
save
have
the
to
day.
properly lubricate your cultists, alright?
Okay, I knew that was probably gonna happen, and so I did it.
Amazing.
I'm not
Beautiful.
saying we're not big Camilla
It's
fans
just
here in this
beautiful.
chat, but
If there were, they'd hate me right now. Oh, now I'm feared.
Well, that's a problem.
Yes, it is.
Why are you so?
Especially because
why are you
no
so
one is
afraid?
hitting her.
I was about to say, why are you so afraid? It's only Hostilla.
the sad part is there's also a second phase to this fight.
Spoilers.
Yes,
We talked about
spoilers.
Black
But I picked Windwag, and that's actually a huge advantage for that. Believe
Because
it or
Wendell
not.
will just execute her immediately.
Yeah, and it's like, turns out demons don't make the best bodyguards. Lol.
Who'd have
Who
thunk?
could?
I wonder if
I
3
know, right?
saves can stack.
Actually, on that note, I wonder if Urushle would make a good bodyguard.
No match for me.
Wait, this has to count as flat-footed, right?
I don't see why it wouldn't. You should be able to coup de grace that.
I can't coup de grace that.
No, you can't coup de grace knock down, but it does take out the dex bonus, yes.
That is.
You can sneak attack it.
That is still painful though.
They have to be helpless, not just denied dex bonus.
And the only way to really make him helpless is to make him asleep.
Yeah, like knock him out.
That's the only way.
Cola,
And the only
thank
way.
you for the sub. Also, hello. Yeah, nice.
Hey, Cola.
We're using the power of pollution to still not hit the target at all.
Into the
Pollution is a solution.
I mean, it can be.
I mean, just by definition, it is a solution.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, yeah.
Hey, Lawson.
Wait, am I covering
Oh,
up the
hello.
fact that Camilla is actually dead, not just unconscious?
Yeah, no, Camilla actually fucking died that one.
This is fine.
And hello, Alosin. Thank you for the sub. How's it going, Alosin? We have the peanut gallery here to
Heyo.
judge my ability of Pathfinder and make fun of me. And
Yeah, not
the peanut
peanuts. I
gallery
did bring my
was
tortillas.
who happened to be in lounge at the time. Quite literally just who happened to be in lounge at the time. That's not a joke. If you hang out in Cabaret Lounge on Discord, you might get dragged on here.
Happens more
Because we are
often than
beings
you
of
think.
chaos here.
Because I am a being of utter not of I practice the sacred art of no think. What do you think? Should I crossbower or like acid splash?
Acid splash.
Thanks. Like, let me see if she has any weaknesses.
Alright.
Poison, death, ability score damage, drain. No one has any of that at this level. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, who has death?
Who has death at this level unless you're playing like funny wizard class?
I am
Even then,
playing
I
a
don't think
wizard
they have
though.
No, but the funny necromancer wizard class, I think they get it.
I
Fuck,
don't
really?
think so.
Wait, did Lan just clutch this?
I think Lamb might have saved it.
Oh
I
boy.
may have to recruit Lan over Windowag now.
I mean, Eldritch Archer is pretty good to start out with.
Oh, he has Zen Archer, homie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
you can-
Zen Archer.
you
But
double
he could
tap.
easily double tap into like Eldritch Archer with that
The
one.
point
Yep.
being that Flurry of Blows is really good very early on.
Especially with a bow.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need volume.
As yeah,
Quantity over
like
quality.
Lan just goes full machine gun.
With how often you miss in this game, the ability to fire twice in one turn is amazing to me.
And if you can do that more than that, even better.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna try and smack it with a torch at them. Why are they going after my player? I know why they are. Player bias, but
Remember, if the main seed dies, it's game over. It's their only hope.
and the game knows that. Mandalore Shadow, hello. Thank you for the raid. It's been a while. How you doing?
Hey, Mandalore.
Hey.
Yeah, hey.
The only Mando I know is Vodeon, so I apologize.
No, he's not a Mandalorian. He's Mandalore.
Yeah,
Oh shit, he's the leader.
he's the Shadow Mandalore. Critical hit, 10 reduced. Yeah, that tracks for Quasits, yeah. Do we have any healing anything?
I hope so.
No. No, I do not.
I have no
But I
way
do
to
have
prove this,
this.
but I would like to imagine that Lan is actually like just under 5 feet out of point blank shot range and is refusing to just take a 5-foot step.
So
Yeah.
is me.
Oh, that reminds me. You've got that new feat that lets you just take 5 feet away from your opponent when you attack. Now.
Fucking what? What's it called?
You get it. Let me look it up again. Just go look it up on the list. But it's part of the DLC and it's real good.
I wasn't aware there was any
Yeah.
general feats added.
Yeah, neither
And
was
you
I.
can look-
Also, hello,
Yeah, there's been a
Psycho.
few.
How's it going?
Like, I knew there were shifter-specific ones, at least.
Sela already went down from... What do you mean I could only use that once?
Uh-oh.
Or what do you mean that only lasted one round?
Oh, here we go. Here's the new feat. I'm reading it out now. It's called Lunge. And I'll read it out to you. You can increase the reach of your melee attacks by 5 feet until the end of your turn by taking a -2 penalty to your AC until your next turn.
Fuck.
So yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Okay, come
Oh,
on,
yeah,
Mike.
I've
Don't
had that
fail
for a
me
lot of
against the
Siege
closet.
Because here's the thing, even though you take the -2 to armor, the fact you're -5 feet away from it, and assuming you have a tank in front of you, that's not gonna matter.
It's also good for just like if you have multiple attacks or if you have cleave, you can
Yeah.
transition to another target.
Or if
So,
you've just got
I'm
one of them.
thinking... Otter Time, thank you for the sub, but what I am thinking... Alright, are you gonna have a good rest, Mandalore Shadow? Because that's what I think that means.
Take care, Mandalore.
I think...
And what those dice do.
Since my character is like a lich and is just doing like pragmatic evil,
I thought
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the surface only because my time has come to leave. The Uplanders are in danger.
I mean, who's not
There's an
I think
argument
Wedlock is
for
very
both,
pragmatic.
right? Because Lan is very lawful, but you could also do evil stuff with Wendwag.
like
You
honestly, the sheer pragmatism with what Windwag is a traitor. I don't need traitors. That's why I'm building undead.
But at the same time,
Traitors get shot.
like, here's the thing, even though she's a traitor, she shares her plans with you of what she wants to do, and when you think about it, like, a whole
Liches are all
army,
about control, though.
Lan is very
yeah, Lich
virtuous.
is all about control, but also amassing an army like that is pretty useful, you know?
They're hardly controllable, though. That is the whole point here.
I mean, true, but sometimes a rowdy unit within an undead army is pretty useful to have in some circumstances for
I'm
flexibility.
taking Lon. While you were
Fair's
all
enough.
trying to make a big, compelling argument, I'm taking Lon.
But now who will you sacrifice?
Exactly.
I mean,
You didn't
there's
think
still an
about that,
option.
did ya?
No,
That's part two,
it'll be fine.
You can
I mean, you
reconcile
could-
him with his mother, only then to murder him. That's great.
I mean, yeah, you can sacrifice Lan instead. Perfect.
No, I have someone even better. But we're not
Oh.
telling anyone, so don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Plans within plans.
It is all just as cake.
Cake.
Cake is yummy.
Translator's note, cake means just as planned.
Yummy, yummy. Lich cake.
But yay, we
Actually,
have
I wonder why-
Lon now. And I am very
Actually, I
happy
can't-
about that.
The only downside is that without Wendoag, with all the base people, you don't have
But
anybody to set
don't
up
talk that
camouflage.
far ahead. Don't talk that far ahead with where we're going.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We want them to be in a little bit of surprise.
I mean, you need to remember, some people actually haven't seen this game before yet, or actually know how it goes.
So, did Wendoag just take all the stuff you put on her?
Probably, yeah.
Of course she does. She's Wendoag.
She
As
is
an avid believer of-
not nice lady.
Yeah.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy.
Alright, later, Otter Time.
This is a Wendy's.
Dang, you're right. I shouldn't have said not nice lady. How could I do this?
Yeah,
I'm
how
gonna
could you
get
spoil
canceled
that?
now.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I'm sorry,
Sorry,
but the peanut
catch rise
gallery
up.
here has to cancel you now. It's how it works.
Yep, okay. I accept my cancellation with pride
Dignity.
is too big a word. Let's go with
Dignity?
no, I don't have any of that. I'm a VTuber.
Acceptance? Necessity?
I'm just gonna say Greece. You accepted with Greece.
I do accept it with
I mean,
Greece.
With
Let's
Greece,
go with
yes.
that.
That's
You accept it
Just
with Greece.
with
Yes,
with
perfect.
tea.
I accept it with Greece.
Yes.
With Greece and gusto.
Hey.
Eh.
As you do. Grease and gusto.
Okay, so do you think I have enough time to rest right now?
Just right here in the middle of a pile of corpses. It's fine.
Yeah, when they're eager to get out, you know. No, I don't think I
mean,
need
who's
to
gonna
rest
stop you?
here, given there's like a bunch of like free just in
Doesn't
the way.
it? Why don't you just
I think
reset?
you get a
with-
free rest too when the next
Yeah, you
part
get a
comes.
free
Yeah.
rest. I think.
You get a free rest
Yeah.
after you do the thing, but here's the deal. So I really don't need to rest at all.
But at the same time, you're going to have a lot of people fighting for you, so you don't need to worry about your
That's what
individual
I just said.
self-snap.
It's literally what I said.
My bad.
Okay, so we got Lon, and I'm very happy that we have Lon now because honestly,
Mhm.
I need a machine gun.
hmm I thought you just needed a lawnmower.
Dungeons. The battle on
Dun,
the
dun.
surface.
I mean, they're going to be mowing people down, that's for sure.
Exactly, the lawnmower.
Yeah, he's the Lon. Well, Zen Archer is just
Let's
in
move.
general a Gatling gun and one of the top
Yeah.
3 things you can bring in this game for archery. Though you can theoretically make an archer barbarian, which is wild.
Literally.
And as you can see, we come in on this fight scene. And I guess we have to watch the whole auto fight take place.
You can't just hit enter on it?
Enjoy this epic fight, chat.
I mean, I
this
can't.
epic cinematic fight.
Aw, the girlfriends are back together. And they're
Aww.
hugging.
Yay.
Well,
like
who
this.
doesn't want, like, a tall half-orc GF clad in golden armor?
Yeah, Anevia kind of
like
winging
Rafal.
it now, perfectly honest.
Everything's fine, Beth.
Anevia has it fucking made. She's a royal spy master. She has a fucking GF, half-orc GF.
Without her.
I mean, she's a
living
Desmond.
the
It
life.
just kind of makes sense.
Let
Yeah.
me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade. Head of
But
the
her wife
Eagle
has
Watch.
that gold armor. Like, you gotta admire.
And I bet she
Until
does.
the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canabras. Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right
Also, that
now,
dwarf guy
the
seems
most
pretty cool.
dangerous cultists are here. The ones
Asatsuke.
occupying the Grey Garrison.
Asatsuke, hello. Hello. Alright, and good night, Otter Time. And, let's see.
Most people in Canabras think
I
that
like
the
her
children of the
voice.
First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Oh,
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running.
It's cool, we got this boss.
Okay,
Cool.
you know what? I don't regret getting Juan now.
Just
he
cool
has some
guy.
good
He's
banter.
gone.
Makes
Most
up
of the
for everything.
defenders, including the
True.
dragon
You know what?
Tarantula,
That pun
died in the
alone
first
makes for
few
a abandoning
hours.
Windwag, but
The
also,
civilians
which
either
is,
fled or died
this
in the
character
chaos.
is written as a
The
control
place is
freak with my
overrun
notes.
cultists and demons.
And so not knowing Windwag, was formerly working for Hasilla, pissed her off.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
Because
You don't want
that
your
was a
pawns
poten-
keeping secrets from you.
Yeah, you know, you don't want your pawns to, like, be other people's pawns.
And Spider Cat can only carry you so far.
Yeah.
Because in the end, they're your pawns, not anyone else's.
Meanwhile, Lon, while complaining, will listen to me.
Yeah.
Sweet words
He
don't
follows the
change
chain of
grim
command.
truth.
Yeah, he understands loyalty.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight.
Pecking
Until we
order.
no longer have the strength to
Back
hold
in
a weapon,
order.
until the Grey Garrison.
Just like that Camellia lady looks like
When
she
the
understands
demons
loyalty
attacked the
too.
city, their main
Yeah.
target was the
Absolutely.
Wardstone. I trust
I wonder what her
I've
alliance
explained
is.
to you what the Wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders.
I mean, if you think about it
We
in
must
the terms
retake
of
it at
in
any
terms of a
cost,
lich,
or the
very
fall of
helpful.
Canabras will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest
She's
of the world.
producing resources that I require.
Yeah.
I see that you're
Regularly.
on a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest.
So what is this
But there's a lot riding
Wardstone?
on this battle.
I know, but
have
I
no
want to
right
hear your
command
best
you,
voice
but I'm
acting.
asking you to help us. The Wardstones are a gift of Iomedae.
Tell me about this funny
Created
stone.
personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies.
Oh my gosh,
The
Hand of the
Wardstones keep
Inheritor,
the world
bro,
wound from
is...
expanding. They stand along the border of the
He's a
territory
cool dude.
controlled by the demons,
Y'all like him.
creating a barrier to keep them inside.
Mm-hmm.
The Canabras
I have no doubt.
obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss.
Let us
That's
not
the
waste any
spirit.
time.
You, take Anavia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
To the rear!
Lord Horgus Worm, forgive me.
Uh,
I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere
I mean,
safe.
hey, if the rear is behind the half-orc GFs, I'm happy.
yeah, then it's gonna be fine.
That's
Just like
right.
most orc
Fighting
butts.
spirit is the one thing that we've got
Fine
plenty of.
indeed.
For Iomedae! For the Queen!
Haha, we're all gonna die.
Hell yeah, finally.
Hold the line.
Follow me.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let everyone else take the initial damage for us, Lon.
Wait, did a Crusader already die?
We choose not to focus on that.
No.
They were already dead, it's fine.
Oh my god, one did. One already fucking died. What the shit? Okay,
You don't choose
that
to
guy,
focus on this.
he clearly
He
just
was
chose the wrong profession, okay?
He was a week from retirement.
He was 2 days from retirement.
No.
Haunter, thank you for the raid. But that's
This
some of
kind of
you
shit
may
is why we're on
die.
the fifth
That's a
crusade
sacrifice
already,
I'm
alright?
willing to make. No, Bun. This is
The Leviathans are gone once more.
good. So is Jeff of the so is Jeff of accounting, who is 2 days away from retirement.
Not Jeff from accounting.
He died too early. If he had just hung on for a bit longer, we could have still used him.
I don't understand how he's already dead.
Ren, he tried his best, okay?
He probably tried to attack one of the archers and just walked through like 3 attack opportunities and got himself killed. Because the AI is a little bit dumb.
I like Battery was like a glass cannon build, but he forgot the cannon.
No. No, it's more likely he was a. He put it this way, he was a very good cannon. He just
I forgot to
frontlined when he
equip Lon
shouldn't.
with any weapon. I took his weapon off before he parted ways, and now I've forgotten to equip any weapon to him. So
Well, it's a good thing he's still a
I
monk.
had a schizophrenic
He was a level
sea
1
dragon and
counter with
hallucinated
actually
some
8
lava larva. Radical. But yeah, we did a very funny. Or I did a very funny, and by funny I mean help.
We also properly lubricated the pulses before this, but you didn't see that.
We properly lubricated a water elemental too.
That was last time. Doesn't count.
But that was last time.
You need to ensure your water elementals are properly lubricant.
Absolutely.
As a fun fact, just to say as a fun fact, did y'all know that fucking, what was I gonna say? That you get an achievement for saving all the buildings and the beer cart in fucking during the tavern defense?
Yes. I've
I
got
mean,
that.
it's not as good as the achievement in Darren's party, to be honest.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, you need to save the prostitutes and the beer.
Okay, they're not prostitutes, they're courtesans, remember? Courtesans.
Sorry, wrong era. I'm sorry.
No, Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers.
Oh.
Yeah, once they're dead, they're just kinda... Well, they are very eager to
Still one of
hook.
my favorite, like, early season archers.
Did you piss in the water elemental to make them, a P elemental? No, I greased them up. I greased them up good and hard.
Emulsified.
I used about 4 barrels of grease, which is another word for 4 applications of the grease spell.
And it
And
worked.
somehow the amorphous blob tripped. Which, you know,
A water
the R&D department's
elemental
still figuring out
tripped
what happened.
in water because I pollute. It turns out water pollution is very effective for getting rid of your problems.
Water pollution is the answer to everyone's problems.
Well, you see, Haunter, oil and water don't mix.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what I could get Lon is... let's see what I
You
can
probably
get
need
Lon.
precise shot, though.
Oh, I absolutely need precise shot, but I want to see if I can do anything funny with him, because I'm just thinking out loud here.
Yeah.
Yes, cover yourself in oil and you'll never get wet. Simple as.
Yeah, water can't touch you if you're covered in oil!
And there was nothing else in that dungeon that would have I would have taken advantage of you being covered in oil.
Okay, so next up is Seelah. So I'm thinking of giving some Chevalier levels to Seelah. As well as Paladin.
Nice.
So we can get mounted Seelah while still getting her...
Yeah, because Mark of Justice is like the best thing from Paladin.
Because I kind of want to do like a standard bearer Seelah.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be really cool.
Oh, for sure. And just like anything that's like supposed to be like a tank that actually has movement, always good. That's what the mount is for.
Yeah, yeah.
Because otherwise they're turtles.
Wait, does she... Standard bearer not Oh, standard bearer doesn't get the animal companion, what?
Oh, is it one of those countries?
They stand at the back and wave the banner.
Yeah, that's cringe. Literally 1984.
Useless.
I mean, it's good in terms of buffing your party, and that's it.
And then we're gonna get Boon Companion immediately, so we don't have to get as many Chevalier levels.
Makes sense.
Order of the Lion.
Ooh.
And then for Allied Tactic Precise Strike. Now should I get her a horse or a there's literally no difference here. I guess it's just what color horse do you want? What color horsey do you want?
I like how horse doesn't have a color stated, it's just horse colored.
Yes, yeah, it's just horse colored. Tell you what, just go with regular horse colored, you know?
Oh, she already has.
Yep.
So, what are we naming the horse? Because I'm putting in my vote right out of the gate for Hidalgo.
Write that down. Alright, we now have Seelah on Horus. And now we have to level up the horse. What should we make it? I'm thinking a bulwark horse. She doesn't need
it has to be, or it's just going to die.
Racer gets you evasion, right?
Racer just makes you go.
Yeah, Racer gives you like 90 movement speed on a horse.
I think it also focuses Dex, which is nice for armor class.
Yeah, but if I go bulwark with heavy barding.
Yeah, same difference.
True.
Also, it's a horse out the gate, so it's large and has good movement, so
also,
it doesn't really
gets,
need...
you know, free, damage reduction 2 over null.
Wait,
I have a question, Ren.
And at 4th level and every 4 levels thereafter, it increases by 1.
So just, 7 over null for funsies.
Yeah.
Ren, did you sell all of the horse armor?
Oh, shit. No, that was from my Midnight Isles campaigns, so...
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're right.
I'm gonna train it in stealth and mobility. Because why not train a horse in stealth?
I mean, you never know when a horse needs to be sneaky, right?
Especially a horse that's going to have a massive armor check penalty. Train it in stealth.
I mean, hey, the Taurens can now be rogues in Warcraft.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Look, it's just a very, it's just a very, sneaky horse.
I still love the idea, too, that your armor check penalty applies for your stealth skill in setting up camp. Like, nah, my armor's too heavy. I can't really do the camouflage. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna get it die hard.
Sorry, guys. We can't make the...
Stealth horse, it hides from Kai.
Amazing.
The spine plugger. Sorry, spine plug. There we go, that's its name. Don't ask where I got that name from.
Okay, I won't.
Rest in peace, Hidalgo. You never had a chance.
Dope. And I'm gonna get precise shot. Actually, do I need anything funky on, because I know I'm going for a Hell Knight Signifier.
Signifier, right? Yeah. So you need arcane armor, I think.
I need a Knowledge Arcana and Knowledge World. I have arcane armor, so once I get my requisite knowledges, I should be good.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Though I am gonna need arcane armor mastery by then. For what I want to do with this build. You might get it for free
on a signifier. I would check.
Yeah, let's check. I know I'm doing Order of the Gate, which gives me a bunch of free casting. Like,
it might be like the first second level into signifiers.
Yeah, but like, look at Order of the Gate, basically. You get arcane spell reduction chance up to 20.
Okay.
But let's see if I get. No, you don't get it. Okay, so that settles that.
I'll be back in a bit.
And, I'm gonna go ahead and get precise shot. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that. I feel like, ooh, new spell, Mental Terror. Let's check this shit out. You imbue a target with an exaggerated sense of his own mortality and drive for self-preservation. Target is shaken each round. You give the target anxiety. It must succeed a will save on its fear level. Increases by 1 step. Shaken to frightened. If a target fails a saving throw against this while frightened, it is transfixed in terror and is unconscious for the remainder of the spell's duration.
So what you're saying is there are wizards living in my walls.
Yeah, Ren, I just double checked
it. Do you remember the
second level signifiers get arcane armor mastery if they have armor training.
Wait, they do?
Yep.
Where'd you see that?
So in the track on like very top for the second level, it's arcane armor expertise.
Class progression. Oh shit, you're right. Fuck. I didn't realize that.
I literally alt-tabbed over to my devil character to check.
It's precise shot it is!
Pew pew.
Wait, do I have scribe scrolls? And if not, why do I not have scribe scrolls as a default thing for her wizard? Alright, and so we're going to get... Should I get Command Undead or Summon 2? That's the real question.
You are a necromancer.
Yes, but Command Undead only tells them you work for me now. So there have to be undead there.
Yeah, the Uno reverse. And then not exactly the most common thing.
I mean, it's pretty common for this upcoming act, but...
Yeah, there's a few good places I can think of.
You never go wrong with Scorching Ray, either.
Rays are just good attacks.
Especially with, like, precise shot, yeah.
Good Scorching Ray, yeah. We'll worry about conjuration spells in a later point. Next up, Camellia.
We have a horse, it's fine.
And you're a wizard too, you can just scribe stuff later.
Okay, so I'm back.
Or, I mean, you can just write stuff in your spell later.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to be spending most of my money on spells.
Understandable. At least spells are very cost efficient in what you get from them.
Counts for unarmed, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
I think it also works for natural weapons.
That as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Or, no, wait, no, I can't go for that because what I'm doing is I'm making Camellia a blood rider.
Ooh.
With serpentine bloodline, because obviously.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Bit of a snake.
She's definitely a snake in my boot.
She gets even less skills on a level up now. That's great.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, her stats
You're
also
still helpful, are you not?
I mean, her stats also reflect her character very well. When you actually look at them.
You saying she's dumb as a brick?
Yep.
Int 10. Oh, right. She has 25 arcane spell your chance with that current armor. Better just hold on to that. All right. We still got to level up the horse. Wait, can horses wear bracers? Holy shit, they can.
Yes, they can.
By the way, say hi to Kitty. Also, hello, Elosen, I see the sneak. And, Bun, you should definitely check out Owlcat Games if that's the case. You will like them a lot, I believe.
Ah, yes. Hello, Todoroki.
I wonder.
Yeah, and the,
yeah,
so the
hello,
one thing
Todoroki.
Owlcat does really well there is a lot of custom options for difficulty.
And also, it's been a while, Todoroki. How you doing lately? You went quiet for a while, friend. I was worried.
Wait, I didn't think Rapid Shot stacked with Flurry of Blows.
You can
Might.
trust me.
There's only one way to find out, and it's not
you can
like
probably
you
look
can't
at his
talk
character thing right now.
Yeah,
I mean, here's the thing.
Could? Yes.
It's not like you can't talk to your local friendly neighborhood Pathfinder retrainer guy.
Oh no, this is on core.
Oh boy.
Only way to play.
But
I mean,
here's
you're not
the deal.
wrong.
If I get it up to Mythic, then it doesn't need to stack with Flurry of Blows.
True.
Let's see, what is a horse's weapons? Forehoof and bite, right?
I believe so.
I think it's just 2 hooves, but yeah.
Cantrip expert, obviously.
Naturally.
I could get it power attack.
Dispel synergy.
You know, before a few patches ago, it was actually possible for some animal companions to use cantrips.
I know.
What's
we're gonna
the
give
problem?
What if we just give it stealthy?
Why not give it improved initiative?
No, we'll give it toughness.
Yeah, that's pretty
Bulky
fair,
horse.
to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip into a Stalwart Defender on my horse, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Prestige class Stalwart Defender for horse.
I honestly can't wait to play my Magnus horse. It's gonna be so much fun.
I know you. So
Horse
you're one of
only
these
run?
cultists? How's it going, pal? Want to join? Your lot will be dead soon, but we'll be alive. I can't.
Oh no.
Soon
Shiny
the demons
rock.
will rule the whole world. Yeah. This poor one gnome.
This is totally how cults happen, guys.
Yeah, pretty much. Dying got a job working 10 to 14 hours a day. Oh my gosh, I really hope that work situation gets better, because that is some bullshit. Like, if we're being quite honest.
Oh, absolutely. Like those are like insane hours.
Those are redonkulous hours.
Like I'm hoping it's not like a 5 days a week thing if it's those hours.
Yeah, same here.
I used to do 9.5 hours.
Oh my god, Seela does work on her horse.
Hell yeah.
Alright,
No,
where am I sending
I want to play as an Aasimar horse.
I forgot to equip Lon with a bow again.
Use the human shift. Oh, you could use the Aasimar shifter kit, I guess.
I mean, yeah,
I forgot to equip Camellia. I forgot to equip Lon with a bow again, and I want you all to know that.
Just run.
He's still a monk.
He's a monk.
Hopefully it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll only make him stronger.
It builds character.
Jesus Christ, Irba just turned that guy into mist.
It builds character. Character
growth.
There we go.
Now the real question.
He still has most of his kit. He's fine. Yeah, I would definitely do that too, Todoroki, with just calling in sick and resting if I needed it. I feel you there. I feel you there, friend.
That is intense. Like, at least in my area of the world, that would not be legal, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen anyways, but...
But, yes, I have good news, everybody. I went to the doctor's earlier today, and things went super well.
Good.
Very good.
So, for those of you who don't know, I'm getting a type of surgery undisclosed for personal reasons. And I'm having to do a legal loophole for it. Speaking of, and basically I got a huge advantage to it because I found a way to get my insurance to cover it for my health because it's having a problem like involving some veins. So I need to get veins taken out in certain places. Or like untangled more accurately.
Okay.
So I might have like rubber plastic vein parts if that's how that works, or they just might suture my veins shorter. But basically I have some tangled veins in certain places, and yeah, that's really fun. But I'm going in for my second consultation on surgery sometime in May.
I see. Well, I'm glad you got that advantage at least.
Yes, Todoroki, you're right. If they do the artificial veins thing, I'm not entirely unconvinced the doctor doesn't watch the stream.
Transhumanism, here we go.
If they do that, and I'll ask them if they're a fan, and if they say yeah, yeah, no, it should go well done. The main disappointment with it are my blood donations are kind of on hold now. And
yes, you need to save up your blood.
If you know me well enough, you should know that my blood, I want to give it.
I want you to suck my blood.
I want to suck your blood. And Blade Meerkat. Oh my god, they're doing this shit. They did Stinking Cloud. They Stinking Cloud me.
Oh god, I thought they only did that on the Crusade map. I didn't realize they did that.
Crush my clock with a rock, I must.
It's still just as annoying.
I must endure.
Yeah?
Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Irabeth, for being really, really good. Okay, Seela, please stay alive for just until the end of this. Lana, you do this.
Did they just double up on Stinking Cloud?
They did.
They learned from your grease tactics.
They learned from my grease tactics! And like half the Crusaders are dead over there, so...
The only two that matter are still alive.
Yeah.
Who said that AI is allowed to learn and adapt? Not in my games.
Lay on hands. Others. Still at -3. Thank you, Sela. Thank you, Sela.
Big ones. Huge
If
ones.
only Lan had a blow. If only Lan had a bow.
This could have all been solved if Lan had a bow. Yes.
Absolutely. I think there probably is Haunter.
Just not by that name.
You can find it
It's
now.
not by that name, you know.
Yeah. There are... I know weed canonically exists because I know of Flayleaf.
Make every strike count.
So,
Back in
fun
the-
fact, if you go a very particular mythic path, you can actually get Flayleaf.
Yeah, you can also get
Good.
elementals.
I love the concept of elementals. Best part of Mists of Pandaria.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
I know.
You're allowed to like Mists now. Enough bad expansions have come after it that it looks better in hindsight.
I mean,
Yeah.
Screw you, it was a good expansion.
It
It's
was
a
a good
vacation from the whole
expansion.
I am the chosen one.
It was the last expansion I actually enjoyed, like, unironically. Because I really loved, I just loved it. It was beautiful, there was a lot of stuff going on that I liked.
Different, and I liked it being different.
And I also really liked in the beginning the whole no one thinks of you like as like the chosen one or the champion. You're just a guy to the Pandaren. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, Sela got knocked off her horse.
No! All those levels in Chevalier wasted.
I love how half the cultists also got sick from their own bullshit, and now you just have, like... You see what's going on now, right?
Just the eternal stun lock.
It is just a stupid fight. That's what's happening.
This has turned into one of... Irabeth is literally having to bail me out of. How are you doing this evening? I'm doing great, Sotek, and hello, I saw you lurking. I forgot to give my archer a bow, and we're playing Wrath of the Righteous, and I'm doing this on core Pathfinder difficulty, mind you.
He did punch a few people to death even without the bow.
I did, and that's a very good point.
I would also like to further point out that she removed the bow from the archer in the first place.
Yes, because I thought I was going to go with the other archer, but then I figured this character would be a bit of a control freak, like, writing-wise.
Yeah,
Heard very good things about this game. It's a really fun CRPG, and it operates off Pathfinder 1E, though they've done a bit of tweaking to try and balance what they've put in.
Okay.
Though, unfortunately, that took some of my favorite stuff out. However, there's just a lot of quality of life stuff. You don't have to manually do the rolls. It'll tell you if, like, you got conflicting, like, things that don't stack. You don't need experience with Pathfinder going in, is what I'm saying. I'm only playing on, like, I'm playing on one of the hardest 3 difficulties here. Like, 5 out of 8 difficulties, so I'm definitely kind of playing on hard mode here. So take the challenge you're seeing, and okay, Mari is playing the same game right now, and if you watch some of her VODs, you will understand.
Yeah, there's all the way down to like a story difficulty where all the fights are kind of, you know,
just a breeze. It's more of like, you know.
But the game is very big. There's a lot of different routes you can take. I for one, very much enjoy it.
Yeah, the game is very big, and it has a ton of replayability. And, like, you'll still discover stuff, like, way into it. What I'm trying to say is, definitely get Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, if you're looking for a good classical RPG that still adheres to tabletop rules. Oh yeah, you can turn it to real time for the what's it? Oh right, the combat. Like, I'm not gonna show you real time because I don't have the confidence to play in real time. Mind you.
Oh, I'd fail horribly.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Me too.
The only time I used real time. The only time I've used real time was when I was fighting the water elemental, with everyone holding a bow and just outrunning it.
For the water elemental, that was last stream. Yeah, it's turn-based, which is a godsend for me, but, you know.
Oh, I definitely prefer turn-based.
Oh, that's a deflection bonus, not a... Okay, so that would actually be good on my character, then. Or better yet, I could put it on Camellia, who I'm being funny with. And putting her in immediate melee. I'm
still trying to figure out, where did she get a negative level
from? Hosilla, I think.
That or one of the demons.
That's just rude.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can't even get restoration yet.
I know.
Skill issue.
Yeah, she's just like... rawr. XD. Scorching Ray and create pit for next time I renew my stuff. And I think I'm going to swap out this mage armor in my spell book. For,
understandable.
Shield.
Yeah, that's probably best for... The only thing I was thinking of is that you could mage armor the horse.
I could mage armor the horse, but that isn't going to help me specifically.
Yeah.
How goes pathfinding? Hello, Aquilin, by the way. It goes good. You just missed what is quite possibly the dumbest fight ever.
Did we give Lon a bow? Before we move on?
We forgot to give Lon a bow.
No, did we give him one recently?
Oh shit.
We should figure that out.
Ren.
Ren. Look, I have my sats. I have my beer.
But does Lon have his bow?
Best we know.
Finishing up a 40k game? Right on, right on.
Just in time. The place is a bit of
he didn't look like he had one.
What an unexpected
And we have Minago. Oh, who I desperately want to kill sooner than when I kill her. Because I'm a lich, and an undead Lilithu would be pretty cool.
True.
Jokes aside, it absolutely would.
Oh my god, I want an undead Lilithu companion then.
Just remember, folks, for a PSA for all Crusaders, no eyes, no feet, no shot. Say no to Lilithu.
But wait, the ring around her is green. That means she's friendly.
Holy shit, Aquilin, good list.
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde.
I really
She was once responsible
voice.
for a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she
What's not to love?
Also,
exactly.
I hope you all appreciate the new UI because it lets me show the whole thing and actually let me move the peanut gallery around real quick so you can see my dialogue options.
Personally, I blame the other two because they're the most in the way.
I volunteer to be hanging from the ceiling.
It'd be funnier if fucking... Hold on, let me just... Trying to figure this out. Hold on, I put Mir a bit too far down. Let's just get you two nice and cozy. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you could make them small enough, you could have Mir be the devil on one shoulder and Savage be the angel on the other.
Actually, let's see if I can't get that done.
That would be pretty good.
Hold on, let's see if I can't do that. That'd be fucking hilarious. Let's see. We have to move Mira a bit up for this. Okie doke. Alright, I got my shoulder demon and my other shoulder demon, so hopefully you should be able to read more of the dialogue here. Though I know stream fucky wuckies might be harder to deal with, and I apologize for that.
You fools, I just got Orc Tomboy GF all to myself.
No.
Based,
But, however, I am in hugging range of Ren.
I'll kill you.
Exactly.
You can try anything once. You'll die. Staunton, do you know this demon? Staunton, who I hardly know or care about because Erebeth is the person relevant to my goals here. Do you know this demon?
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Drezen fell.
Yeah, everyone's a friend, though.
Oh my. Like
but, yes, looks like through the first conversation, what is it? Consultation, I can in fact get the surgery through insurance, which makes me super happy.
Yay.
Understandably so.
And now you claim that Drezen fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together.
So, just so y'all know, fucking succubi family demons will actually take your soul in this, and it'll rip it apart extremely slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kill you!
Like, they take off entire chunks of your soul, so like, if you cum in a succubus in this universe, it's just like,
you signed your own death warrant.
It's like getting a feeling of a kidney ripped out while orgasming.
Yet another obstacle.
See, this is why we're pro-devil on the stream, because they'll write you up a contract that says exactly what they're doing.
True.
I ain't pro shit, except pro funny.
Same.
Okay, clearly this might will help every... Oh god damn it, they used Stinking Cloud.
Again.
No, not Stinky Cloud.
Stinky!
Please, no!
Uh-oh, Stinky! A second Stinking Cloud.
I can't believe this whole game is just getting farted on by Danny DeVito.
Apparently.
The wonders that they have introduced with this update.
Wrath of the Stinky.
Oh, that's another thing that annoys the hell out of me, is that every time we have a conversation, anybody on an actual mount has to jump off it for no reason.
It's just rude. You have to look your foes in the eye.
Yeah.
Something I'll say about the Cavalier class, just some of the new classes in this game, with the exception of Shaman. None of your companions get them from the get-go. It's like, why?
Because we have to get the checkboxes, all the traditional stuff.
I do think that if you're a shifter, you can stay shifted during cutscenes.
I still feel like there should have been a companion that was a Cavalier.
You can actually get Mythic for shifter to where they can just permaform. And I'm probably going to do mostly mercenary companions. if we're being totally honest.
Like I'm saying, like in the dialogue and cutscenes, I think you can just straight up be like talking to Minago as a Manticore.
That's actually one thing, somewhat related about Shifter. I really don't like that. There's a mythic for shape-shifting form. There's none for the actual like aspect. Like you can't have a permanent aspect.
Yeah, you don't get infinite aspects unless you go.
Which for the ones that do not actually have a transformation, kind of screws them over, I feel.
Yeah. Thankfully, I play Manticore. I like Manticore.
Yeah, but if you're like
even if you don't get the transformation, the fact you can still get the claws and other stuff to just get transmutated on your body is just as good.
Yeah, the claws are amazing. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that.
Slashing and bludgeoning. There's nothing to complain about.
I am still the biggest fan of Manticore with Shifter because that shit is how the kids would say. You're a javelin Gatling gun with ignore DR up to DR null up to 10. You tell me.
Ignore DR everything.
Yeah, like if it's DR/null, that means you're straight up ignoring it. Period.
And it only keeps getting better.
Yeah.
The spirits demand your blood.
But yeah, I mean the best part for me is just having important plot conversations while shapeshifting as like some crazy animal.
I also just like Manticore because it's like Manticore.
I just really like the Faith one because I'm just that edgy
There's also this little book called Monster Girl Encyclopedia.
You just can't go wrong with Manticore.
What that tail do?
There's
three of them.
Tail-ussy do?
What the tail do?
Oh my god, I hate myself right now.
I'm sorry, everyone, for that.
I'm not, but I am, but I'm not. Let's see, spellbook. Now would be a good time to change out my spellbook if I need to. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I have. I don't think I'm gonna need one grease coming up, more than one grease coming up.
You should just get every type of meta magic and just apply it all to grease. You've got grease at every level.
Mega grease.
You're right, Bun. Brian is my favorite Manticore.
Grease.
Quick, maximized, and overcharged grease.
I was about to say, when's the grease only playthrough?
Yes, grease only. Final destination.
One of the artifacts you can make increase, like, makes grease do damage or something.
Me too, Bun. Also, what were you saying, Zavli?
Did we actually equip Lon with his bow? I need to know.
He still doesn't have one.
I seriously just...
No way. I refuse to believe it.
Yeah, I just saw him walking with nothing in his hands.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Me too. That's why I asked.
Ren.
Especially you, my...
At this point, you just need to respec him into a regular monk.
Wait, you know what, Ren?
Just retrain.
Though, he'll be fine.
He
doesn't need it.
He still has these hands.
You know what? I do not like Minago. She is a higher form of demon. I'm an aspiring Hell Knight. She's a higher form of I do beware the bun, or I enjoy a lot of their older works.
She needs to go.
Would you say a character that's a control freak and logical and just learned one of the people she's fighting with used to work for this higher succubus that is actively fucking over the order of the city? And throwing her original plans off motion?
I think she'd be pretty pissed off at that succubus if it resulted in her plans being thrown off motion.
Because she was gonna use this city to become a witch.
And now that's not an option, and there's a chance she might never retain it now, so yeah, she would be pissed.
What I'm imagining is she's been secretly building her phylactery in this city.
Amazing.
And then And then, like, this is happening. Her would-be phylactery is crushed. She's pissed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course she's pissed. Like, she might never have another chance to become a Lich again, all because of this demon. So, yeah, she's gonna want to destroy
this demon... She's saying Angie. She's saying Angie right now. That's what I believe.
This fight can only go well.
Yeah.
Did you really have to debuff Minago? Like, really?
It just isn't the same if I don't try and greet.
In her game, Minago's mid-maxed.
Did I really have to grease Minago? Yes.
Imagine if the grease worked on Minago, though.
I mean, it would have been hilarious. I would have laughed.
I just find it funny she opened with the waves of fatigue, and then it turned out all it took was one lightning bolt. It just started with that.
Did we win?
We couldn't stand up to the demoness.
Look, she was trying to be completely disrespectful by giving false hope.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough people.
I mean, the best is if she could have somehow ended it with the tail attack, because the tail attack animation in this for the reason to is dumb as hell.
You heard what the demon said. They're going to
I think it's more disrespectful to go crazy on the